It's a better place to buy a car.
It doesn't buzz. It doesn't beep. It can't monitor your heart rate because innovation doesn't always fit in the palm of your hand. Introducing the Okna 800 series, engineered to outperform. The future is wide open, exclusively at Wonder Windows. And right now it comes with a free triple pane glass upgrade, $125 off per window, and 0% financing. Wonder Windows. Tomorrow's windows. Today.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
McQuaid battles Aquinas. Friday Night Rivals on CW Rochester.
Spend less for the shrimp you crave with the new Ultimate Spend Less Shrimp.
Ultimate Spend Less Shrimp? That sounds just like
garlic shrimp scampi, shrimp linguine Alfredo, and popcorn shrimp on one plate for just $15.99.
There's nothing less about that.
That's real happiness, only at Red Lobster.
The under $300 payment lives at Bob Johnson Nissan.
Family Feud, next on CW Rochester.
It's the law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by the Bob Johnson Automotive Group. As we welcome you to Tom Seymour Field here on the campus of McQuaid Jesuit for Friday Night Rivals, as tonight the Knights looking for their first win of the season as they take on their rival, the Little Irish of Aquinas. With Kevin Roche, my name is Gene Battaglia, and Kevin, there's certain games you just circle right on the calendar. This is one of them tonight.
No question about it, but hard to believe. They've won 11 of the last 13 Section AA championships, and they're combined 2-6 so far this year. Doesn't matter in this rivalry, but surprising to see where these two teams are at this stage of the year.
Yeah, and there's talent on both sides as we take a look at our players to watch here tonight. Number 52, Frankie Burgess. He's a guy that is going to be looking to get into the backfield.
No question. AQ assistant coach Derek Anacino says that the defensive lineman just not only tough to block, but he's a game changer. The senior with a bright future ahead of him wants to be an attorney. He's been talking to Columbia, Holy Cross, and Fordham about playing football at the next level. From McQuaid, keep an eye on number 2, Thomas Bailey. The senior running back is a 3-year varsity player and captain this season. He's averaging nearly 5 yards per carry for the Knights offense.
As we take a look at our Ide family of dealerships, keys to the game, and for Aquinas, hey, they have a great running back in Jeffrey Logan. Why not give the ball to him?
No question. They want to shorten the game, and how do you do it? You give the ball to one of the best in Section 5. That is Jeff Logan. On defense, AQ wants to keep everything in front of them. McQuaid has only scored 20 points this season, so they don't want to give the Knights offense any confidence. For McQuaid offensively, get on schedule. Bobby Bates told us this week his team is not built for 2nd and long or 3rd and long. They need results on 1st down here tonight. And the Knights on defense need to find number 15. Jeff Logan rushed for 264 and 4 touchdowns last week against Penfield. McQuaid, they can't have that if they hope to secure their first win of the season here tonight.
It's a beautiful night for football. Big crowd on hand, and we're going to have the kickoff coming your way next year. This is Friday Night Rivals on CW Rochester.
Colin, smile over here.
Colin the plumber, you just finished a tough plumbing job. How'd you pull off the win?
Man, that clog was a monster. Toilet paper, roots, wipes, you name it. It was in that line. Defense came out pretty strong, but we had a great offensive plan. Busted out the camera. We even had to break out the hydrojetter just to put a little bit more pressure on it. Most other plumbing companies would have fumbled, but for us, every day is game day. We don't fold under pressure. We're just the best in the biz. True, 24/7 service. Colin the plumber.
Every child deserves a safe, loving home. At Families Thrive, we connect children with the foster and adoptive families who can change their lives forever. On November 1st, join us for the Families Thrive Gala. Together, we'll celebrate the power of family. and raise critical funds to support children in need. Get your tickets, make a donation, and help every child find their forever home. Because when families thrive, children thrive.
When it comes to home improvements, you need a company you can trust. That's why I turn to American Custom. They're honest, affordable, and always get the job done right. Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, or remodeling, American Custom has the expertise to transform your home using solid materials to make everything look brand new. American Custom is your trusted partner for all your home improvement needs. Call American today for a free estimate.
In the playoffs, each lap is a battle.
Let's go race for a championship!
Let's go! And every second counts.
How about that? It's an incredibly tight playoff battle.
There's no room for error.
Yeah!
Round 1 ends, and 4 title dreams die.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series Playoffs on CW Rochester.
Our coin toss tonight is going to be McQuaid winning, and they're going to opt to receive. Brought to you by the Allendale Columbia School. Well, that sets the tone, Kevin. Normally, it's the team wanting to defer, and McQuaid says, give us the ball right away.
Yeah, they want to get things going and try to get something good, something positive happening for a team that has yet to win this year.
Back for another go-around. Chris Battaglia was a social studies teacher at Aquinas in the 80s. He's a grad. He's led this team to great heights, and he's looking to rebuild this program,
No
Kevin.
question. And he taught you back in the 80s in social studies. Long time ago, but third go-around with Aquinas, and he knows how to get things going. He wants to see his team get better and better each week. He told us he's won Section 5 titles 9 times, so certainly knows how to turn a program around. For McQuaid and Bobby Bates in this 15th season, of course, this is the first time since 2019 the Knights have entered a season where they're not the defending champs in AA. Of course, he won 5 straight leading up to last year.
And whenever these two schools meet, Kevin, the cliche, throw the records out. You're measured on, did you beat Aquinas? Did you beat McQuaid? As we're underway tonight, the BF&R Fence kickoff is that'll be on the far side. And then getting wrapped up. And the ball, is it out, Kevin? Aquinas fans think so. Cotto was on the return. It is Aquinas ball. What a start here for the Little Irish. Michael Martell with the recovery, number 13. What happened? Oh, right off his own elbow.
Yeah, tough break from McQuaid there.
Oh, he just puts his knee down. What a nice tackle, too, by Caleb Smith, one of the top defenders of this team, playing special teams. As we'll tell you more about the starters, is it's going to be the handoff going to number 15, Jeffrey Logan, their main threat on offense. Robert Carter under center, Kevin, but this is a team that is going to be looking to run the ball as we take a look at number 1.
Yeah, Carter 12 of 23, 149 yards so far this season, 2 touchdowns. But, Gene, as you know, and all of Section 5 knows, they rely heavily on number 15 out of the backfield.
We'll get to the starters for the Aquinas offense after this second down play. 2nd and 8. And it will go to Logan again. Logan working his way toward the marker. And he's going to be just a yard shy to bring up 3rd down. As we take a look here at the Aquinas starters on offense, Jeffrey Logan had 5 touchdowns in an opening game win against St. Michael's. Frankie Burgess dominating at the left tackle position. Good offensive line for the Little Irish. This will be 3rd down and 2. And do they give it to Logan once again? Logan, one of the best running backs in Section 5. C.J. Flaherty is going to be the fullback. Logan gets the call again. Logan makes the move. He's got the 1st down. That's good enough for A first down presented by the Final Outlet. We're also inside the Tim Hortons Red Zone. If you're just tuning in, logging on, well, short field as the Little Irish get the fumble as we take a look at the defense. A traditional 3-4. Thomas Bailey, our player to watch. You see him right in the middle of this formation at middle linebacker number 2. Logan getting the call again. Logan lowering the shoulder. And Kevin, this is exactly when we talked to Derek Anacino, the assistant coach at Aquinas. This is what they want to do here, just shorten the game and keep running the ball.
And they can wear you down with Logan. Coming into the game, 79 carries, Gene, so far this year, 684 yards, and 10 touchdowns. Also the 2024 sectional finals MVP.
Eddie Mancini is going to be the center, number 50, anchoring this line. Flaherty be in the slot to the right. Now, do they go to the air with Carter? Let's see. Man going into motion, and it will be to the flare going to the right. Toward the marker goes number 7, Amari Brewer, and he'll be short. Very safe play, getting some positive yardage to bring up third and short.
On the play by number 2, Thomas Bailey. 3rd and 2.
A wide receiver going into motion. That's a real nice tackle, shedding the block by Bailey. Great situation here on 3rd and short. You can get the first down without the touchdown as we take a look at Brewer's numbers on the season. He's on the screen now to the right of this formation. It'll be Logan again. Logan toward the end zone. No signal. They're going to mark it just short, but it's good enough for a first down, though. How about that? A first down right at the goal line, presented by the Final Outlet. You be the judge at home. And, yeah, that's just some good tackling. Logan again. Logan makes the cut, lowering the shoulder. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Little Irish of Aquinas. That's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown, the home improvement company that cares.
Yeah, Logan with his 11th touchdown of the season, the workhorse on this drive, and that's what they want to do, Gene. They told us shorten this game, and they're going to do it on the ground here tonight. Get the turnover and put the ball in the end zone for 6.
Colby Gleason handles all the kicking responsibilities for the Little Irish. This to make it a 7-0 game. Snap down. Kick has the distance, and that is through the uprights. Aquinas taking advantage, being opportunistic as we head to break. Little Irish up 7-0. You're watching Friday Night Rivals here on CW Rochester.
When you're in the middle of something special, the last thing you want is to lose power. Enjoy safety, comfort, and the power of those special moments uninterrupted with a Cummins Quiet Connect home standby generator.
Are you ready?
So you can carry on doing what matters most.
Yes!
Cummins.
So we take a look at the Families Thrive scoring summary, and that is the player you want to get involved. Jeffrey Logan with the touchdown, the short field, Kevin. 7 plays, 25 yards, very efficient for the Little Irish.
Yeah, and Bobby Bates, if you remember the other night when we were talking with him, giving us his keys to the game, he mentioned special teams. He wanted his team to be on the side of explosive plays, and unfortunately for Bates and McQuaid, they were on the wrong side to start this game. The fumble on the kickoff. They wanted their offense to get something positive going. Instead, they turned the ball over. Aquinas takes it right down 25 yards for the touchdown.
As it'll be another BFNR fence kickoff. Is beautiful setting here as you're seeing Pinnacle Hill in the distance. Beautiful night for football this first Friday in October, and the sliding catch, and that'll be down right away. For the first time tonight, we will see McQuaid going on offense. And Kevin, a little change here at quarterback for the Knights, looking for a little bit of a spark.
Yeah, they're going to go with Harrison Engel, the sophomore, replacing the junior, Gavin Vanderwall. Of course, Vanderwall played in all 4 games so far this season, throwing for 215 yards, had 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Bobby Bates trying to mix things up here, trying to get this team its first win, give this offense some confidence, and he's going to go with the sophomore here tonight.
Yeah, so give him a look. And look, when we talk to Coach Bates, so positive. I mean, when you're at this level, you're just getting kids, can they be better week by week? And he feels his team is getting that, as that will be a positive play to the far sideline. The completion by Engel is he'll get it over to number 11, T.D. Jordan. As we take a look at the McQuaid offense, and the guy to watch, our player to watch, number 2, Thomas Bailey, behind that offensive line that's anchored by Joe DeMarco at left guard. Devin Harema is also a captain at right guard. We'll take a look at the AQ defense after this second down play. Second and short, and another pass going to Bailey. Bailey cutting it upfield. Bailey lowering his shoulder, and he's got that first down. Thomas Bailey, that's good enough for a vinyl outlet. First down.
Yeah, big first down for McQuaid. They needed it here. They got to get something positive going, and they turn to Thomas Bailey, our player to watch here tonight. He'll be going to the University of San Diego and play for the Toreros. He'll play in the FCS next year. His brother also went out to school there.
Aquinas with the 4-4 defense, as Caleb Smith, one of their top linebackers in the line of Frankie Burgess, our player to watch tonight, as Burgess, number 52, looking to get into the backfield. Drive continuing for the Knights here. This is 1st and 10 inside their own 40, and going back to the ground game. And they're for a gain of 4 or 5 going off right guard.
Ian Lenahan,
that'll be number 26, Ian Lenahan, the junior. We take a look at those uniforms, too. I feel like we always have to point this out. On one side, you're going to see the number 1, Kevin. What does that mean?
Yeah, Bobby Bates instituted that when he first came to McQuaid. It just means we play as one, and as long as he's here, that number 1 will remain on the helmets. And then they also have it sprinkled around the locker room as well in other team areas.
Engel is under center and keeping it on the ground. And that's close to the marker, and where Bailey fell forward, indeed, that is going to be good enough for another first down as they move the chains. A final outlet first down, gain of 5 for Thomas Bailey.
You know, you talked about Coach Bates and trying to stay positive in that idea of we're going to do this as one. He said, at this point in the year, you're 0-4 in uncharted territory, having trouble running out of things to say to his team. He said, there's been no finger pointing, Gene. There's been everything's been positive. And this week they had one of their better practices, he said, after we talked to him. So we'll see if that translates here tonight.
Back to the ground this goes, and another handoff will be Lenahan again. Ian Lenahan bringing it into Aquinas territory. They're getting 5 yards a pop here for McQuaid as this drive continues on, as we're already past the midway point of the first quarter.
Nice hard run there up the middle, and McQuaid is finding a little success in the running game as they get it across midfield.
Like the lights they have here, they installed recently. Knights breaking the huddle with 10 remaining on the game clock. Got to get this off. 5 remaining in the game clock. There's the snap going back to Lenahan, and Lenahan keeping the progress moving forward. And the official on the far side will mark it a yard shy of the marker to bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 4, 3rd and 1.
Lenahan, being a junior, also plays linebacker on the team. Kevin, in a game like this, skipping ahead here, I think you go for it on 4th down if you don't get this, but certainly 3rd and 1 is makeable. It's Joseph DiProspero, number 75 on the line, trying to prevent it. The handoff going inside, the cut, and the legs moving forward, getting it down to the 40. You needed 1, you got 2. That's another final outlet first down for the Knights.
Yeah, they found something here, Gene, on the ground, and it's paying off. They're moving the ball well. They're chewing up the clock and trying to find an answer for the 7-0 hole that they're in. between Linehan and Thomas Bailey. They're getting it done on the ground.
Aquinas goes with the 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Do they cheat Campy up the safety here? And if so, does McQuaid then take a shot over the top? Nope, safety's still playing deep. 1st and 10, and now it's back to Bailey. And Bailey wrapping it up with the 2 arms. Love that ball protection. Getting it down to the 35 for a gain of 4.
I like what McQuaid's doing here, and offensively, go back to Bailey, getting fresh legs back in the game, and they're picking up nice yardage each play, pick up a 4 on that play.
Linehan will check into the game for the Knights. And one of our keys for Aquinas, they said they wanted to shorten the game. How about McQuaid here? Play clock is down to 10. They're milking this clock. And again, this is Engel with his first start of the season. Engel, the handoff, and a cut, and that is going to be close to another first down. Linehan, very shifty running back. They're going to mark it just 1 yard shy.
Linehan on the handoff. Kelly Smith would be tackler for Aquinas.
Kalen Smith with the tackle. Second time we've seen Aquinas on Friday Night Rivals. It was a Thursday night game back on September the 18th. A close loss to Rush Henrietta. Smith not available in the first half of that game. 3rd and short. 3 men in the backfield. Here's the handoff going to Bailey again. He's got the first down. Keeps those legs moving. Thomas Bailey, another final outlet first down.
And what did we say coming into this? They wanted to be effective on first down. They're not built to be a team that's in 2nd and long, 3rd and long, and they're doing exactly what Bobby Bates wanted to do coming into this game.
Let's see if Aquinas takes some chances with run blitzes or just waiting for McQuaid perhaps to make a mistake. This has been a nice drive the Knights have put together here. Yet to go to the air. Will this be the play? Here it is. Here's the throw. Right side. And it's going to be incomplete. Of course, they had the completion on the first play of this drive as C.J. Nicholson, the wide receiver, the intended target, number 25.
C.J. Nicholson is incomplete. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. See, that's the thing, Kevin. Like, you get one incompletion, and this is what Bobby Bates was saying. We're not a team that's really designed for 2nd or 3rd and long. The handoff, and getting into the backfield and wrapping him up. The tackle for the loss there.
Kaleem Smith with the tackle.
Kaleem Smith with the tackle in the backfield.
Smith reading the gap there perfectly. This to bring up 3rd and long.
Loss of 1, 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, unblocked there. Missed assignment on the McQuaid offensive line.
They've been so dominant up until that point on this drive.
3rd down and 11. You figure maybe pick this up in 2 chunks. Do you go back to the ground here? And indeed you do. Big gaping hole for Bailey, who is tripped up right at the end. Amari Brewer with a touchdown-saving tackle. But that is not before another final outlet first down. We're also inside the Tim Hortons red zone.
Yeah, that offensive line opening up some big holes tonight. That on the left-hand side, just tremendous work by the McQuaid Knights line, and Bailey taking advantage of it.
The handoff going once again, and this is going to be Burgess throwing his man down, getting it down to about the 9. Man, that could be that last run, one of our Ide family of dealerships play of the game prior to the conclusion tonight. We'll be selecting our play of the game, as this has just been an efficient drive by McQuaid so far. But Kevin, you got to finish here.
You got to finish it.
You got to finish it.
Especially for a team still looking for that first win. Come out and after a turnover and answer like this would be huge for this team.
It is not 1st and goal. It's going to be Bailey making the cut. Bailey trying to break the tackle of Smith. Smith holding on. And believe it or not, if they want to, McQuaid can take it to the corner.
Unbelievable. Each team has had one drive. McQuaid not finished with their first. And we might be at the end of the first quarter.
So it's 3rd and 2. If they get it to the 1, that would be a first down, Kevin. And it looks like McQuaid is going to line up. Play clock is inconsequential. Here's the handoff going. Bailey getting close to the first down marker. Short of the goal line. And the official on the far side is going to mark him just short of the first down. Interesting, as we'll be coming back to a fourth down. It's 7-0. Wow. We got a game here tonight. Aquinas leading. It's the law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by the Bob Johnson Automotive Group here on CW Rochester.
Allendale Columbia School provides a student-centered, engaging, and safe environment that inspires a love of learning and helps your child discover their potential to make a positive impact on the world. At Allendale Columbia School, we turn passion into purpose and curiosity into curriculum. Learn more about Allendale Columbia School at allendalecolumbia.org. Allendale Columbia, first here, then anywhere.
Colin,
smile over here.
Colin the plumber, you just finished a tough plumbing job. How'd you pull off the win?
Man, that clog was a monster. Toilet paper, roots, wipes, you name it. It was in that line. Defense came out pretty strong, but we had a great offensive plan. Busted out the camera. We even had to break out the hydrojetter just to put a little bit more pressure on it. Most other plumbing companies would have fumbled, but for us, every day is game day. We don't fold under pressure. We're just the best in the biz. True, 24/7 service. Colin the plumber.
Your home, your sanctuary, protected with the perfect fence. At BF&R Fence, we specialize in high-quality commercial and residential fencing that enhances the beauty and security of your landscaping. Whether it's privacy, safety, or simply adding curb appeal, we've got you covered. Durable, custom-built, and designed to last. Give your property an uplifting makeover with BF&R Fence. Contact us today for your free estimate. Your home and business deserve the best.
Winter weather will be here before you know it. Is your home ready? Get your next home exterior project done now with no payments until 2027. Take advantage of this limited time financing to protect your home before the snow and ice set in. Our trusted team delivers industry-leading craftsmanship backed by a top-tier warranty and hundreds of 5-star reviews from homeowners across Western New York. Get peace of mind before the cold months set in. When quality counts, call Stella Roofing. Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
In the playoffs, each lap is a battle.
Let's go race for a championship! Let's go!
And every second counts.
How about that? It's an incredibly tight playoff battle.
There's no room for error.
Round 1 ends, and 4 title dreams die.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs on CW Rochester.
Oh, look at that sky here tonight on this first Friday in October, Kevin. It's fourth down, not fourth and goal. It's 4th and 1 from the 2. And as we said as we were heading to break, if you're McQuaid, this has been great. It's been as well received this drive, but you got to finish.
You got to finish it here. Got to get in the end zone, and they've done it on the ground so far tonight.
As the call, oh, this is close. Now, it's not a touchdown, but is that enough for the first down? Kevin, I think it would be. Aquinas is not celebrating like they're going off the field, and you can see McQuaid pointing. That is indeed a first down. Cummings home power generating that first down, Kevin, at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, they needed that in a big way, and Bailey just kind of spun around and fell back towards the goal line and ends up a yard short, but it is a first down.
Harrison Engel directing the traffic. We go down low to the goal line. Engel, the handoff to Bailey. Bailey makes a cut. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, McQuaid, Jesuit. Thomas Bailey with an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The home improvement company that cares.
What a response by the Knights here tonight. You know, they had the turnover early off the opening kickoff. It leads to an Aquinas touchdown, and then Bailey and Lanahan really doing it on the ground for the Knights on this drive. And big touchdown there, big response from McQuaid.
Angle going in, getting the start, directing that drive, and here is the point after attempt by Reed Wilson. Ooh, the rusher coming in from the edge, but Wilson not fazed by that at all. It's 7-7 as we'll keep it right here, and that is quite a response. Taking a look at Bobby Bates, the head coach of the Knights, turning the ball over on the opening kickoff, Kevin, and just you got a whole game ahead of you. These kids are mentally tough.
And Bates has been around, 15 years now. Always seems to just have the pulse of this team. Last year they struggled in an opening game, and we asked him, what did you say to the team? They didn't say anything. That's just the mentality here at McQuaid and the program that he's built. And look at that drive. 18 plays, wow. 73 yards. The families thrive. Drive right there, and Thomas Bailey from a yard out getting the touchdown for McQuaid.
There aren't many drives in Section 5. You're going to see 18 plays. And for Aquinas, see what adjustments they'll make here. Next time we'll see them defensively.
That had a New York Giants Super Bowl that year against the Patriots field to it.
I thought you were going to say another one.
No. Long drive to start that Super Bowl. They were on the field for days, it felt like. Very similar. 18 plays. You don't see that very often, G. You're right.
It's the BF&R Fence kickoff, as it will be. The Knights to boot this one away. At the 20, the 25, Smith bouncing it to the outside, and he's going to run out of real estate. Chased out there by number 28, Krishan Jordan. And it was a short field for the Little Irish on their last drive. Let's see what they do with only more yardage ahead of them.
First and 10 for the Little Irish.
Only their second drive of this game comes a minute into the second quarter. Mancini the center, Carter the quarterback. Logan gets the call. Logan, big head of steam. Logan, first down and more, bouncing off of tacklers, and he is going to keep the legs moving all the way up to the 50-yard line. What a run there for number 15, Jeffrey Logan. Cummings home power, generating that first down.
You think he was thinking, I'm going to do something now. I'm going to respond after watching that long drive by McQuaid. Look at him breaking tackles, just running with purpose. And I think the whole McQuaid team is in on that tackle to finally bring him down near midfield.
Logan not getting a breather. Aquinas had one guy off too many, and now he's running over to the sideline. They'll keep him out there. Carter trying to set up the screen. It's batted away into the air. What a play by number 28, Krishan Jordan. Kevin, if you can't get to the quarterback, get those arms up in the air.
They timed it perfectly. Waited, got his hand up, saw the ball in the air, and just swats it away. Big defensive play from McQuaid.
Setting up a second down and 10. The snap and the handoff going to Logan. Logan trying to turn the right quarter, breaks an ankle tackle. Another one, and look, there's more than one hat to the ball there from McQuaid. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage to bring up third and long.
Yeah, John Zakari slowed him down, number 12. Couldn't get him, and it's tough to tackle him with, arm tackle him. He's a big boy. You got to get into him. That's a tough tackle to break. But look at McQuaid's swarm. They know they need to get to 15, and a tremendous effort right there by the defense to force third down.
At their own 49, this is third down and 11 for the Little Irish. Can McQuaid get off of the field? 5 linebackers set, and it's Carter looking to set up that screen. Under pressure, floats that out for, and a big loss on the play. All the way back to the 42, as that'll be number 12, John Zakari again, and Aquinas will have to punt.
And that's how you tackle Jeff Logan right there. It just blew right past the block and made the big tackle, forcing a 4th and 17, a loss of 8 on the play.
Prior to the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the Ide family of dealerships play of the game, and why not something like this? Zakari reading that one That's where film work carries over to the field. So the McQuaid defense holds, and now the Knights. Oh, I thought he called for the fair catch, and indeed the flag comes down. Oh, just a mental mistake there for the Little Irish, and tack on some extra yards here for McQuaid.
There is a flag.
David Cohen is
catching
our
interference on White. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So Smith, yep. Smith has to know.
15-yard penalty assessed against Aquinas.
So the Knights will start off here in AQ territory. Pass to the far side will be incomplete. Brewer in on the coverage.
Pass intended for C.J. Nicholson is incomplete.
Closed captioning brought to you by Colin the Plumber. Thank you to Colin the Plumber for their support here of Friday Night Rivals. And Kevin, we always say this, when we show up to a school, you're guaranteed beautiful weather. And once again,
64 degrees at kickoff. Beautiful fall night.
Elite. Chris Battaglia, the head coach of the Little Irish. Handoff. Big hole. And that'll be Jordan getting the first down. Cummings home power generating a first down, a 13-yard run. And I beg your pardon, that is actually going to be number 0, Ian Milando, with that first down.
Ian Milando, the ball carrier. Good from Jesuit. First down.
Get different names in there in the backfield, giving Bailey a breather. Milando being a senior.
Milano getting a nice block there from Joseph DeMarco and the other seniors, a veteran group along that offensive line for the Knights.
At the 34. Pass. Ooh, and it's dangerous. Right in the middle. T.D. Jordan, the intended receiver. Harrison Engel not able to complete that pass. So the offensive line will huddle up, break that huddle. Milando is the running back, and he'll get the call, and he is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. That's our player to watch. Frankie Burgess wrapping him up, number 52, to bring up third down.
Yeah, Burgess just so disruptive and can really just be so difficult to block. Oh, Coach Anacino, assistant coach for Aquinas, mentioned that to us earlier this week and earlier this year when we had him against Rush Henrietta, and you see what he can do there.
Imagine Burgess kind of just appearing at you. That's
not who you want to see.
No.
Heck of a player.
That'll be a loss of 1 on the play, 3rd and 11. They're down in distance, and you would figure it would be 4-down territory. Angle, empty set. Angle plants, throws right side. Looks like that should be. There it is. The flag is indeed down as Nicholson making a point to the official. I'm trying to come back to the ball, and that'll give McQuaid some yardage.
Holding. On White.
The penalty is holding against Aquinas.
10-yard penalty, still third down.
So remember, it's not a automatic first down on the defensive hold.
Oh yeah, Mari Brewer. Whole lot of Nicholson shirt there he had with his left hands. And the official right there to make the call.
So instead of 3rd and 11, it's 3rd and 1. So it nonetheless is a very big penalty to go against the Little Irish. Back to the ground game, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. As that's Ian Lanahan back in there for the Knights. Cummings home power generating that first down for McQuaid. Devin Harema waving on to the crowd. And it is a partisan crowd here tonight for McQuaid, but there's a lot of Aquinas fans here tonight as well. Yeah, this is the one game you don't want to miss for either school.
Game of the year, every year.
The handoff going around the left side, and keeping those legs moving will be number 26, Ian Lanahan. Kevin, it wasn't like this all. We're talking to Derek Hanachino. He reminded us, like back in the 80s, it was actually Aquinas Cardinal Mooney was the rival. The old City Catholic League, for those that go that far back.
And it's funny, both of these schools, the perception is they don't like each other. But we've heard from both schools this week. They tell us, we just don't like them. We like them 51 weeks out of the year. That it's this week that we don't like them.
Correct. Second and short, and the fake. What a beautiful fake! And then just out of reach, Charlie Meyer with his first target. Oh, he had a step there as Harrison Engel just led him a little too far.
Yeah, the young quarterback had him, and as we take a look here, rolls out and just misses him.
They've been setting that up here so far with the run, and then just a little bootleg like that. That's the time to call it, second and short, too. You can still pick up the first down here, either in third or fourth down.
Absolutely, the way they've run the ball, too. A great call.
Bianchi is in the backfield, and the handoff. That's going to be short. Indeed, it will be. Number 24, Dominic Bianchi.
Number 24, Dominic Bianchi.
The fullback getting his first touch of the night. All right, it's fourth down. You're going for this. Big play coming up here on both sides. Bobby Bates directing the traffic.
I think you go back to Bailey. Your guy. To pick up a big 2-3 yards. It looks like they're marking it 4th and 3.
Oh, and then your guess is as good as mine. Who jumped? Aquinas pointing at McQuaid.
Dead ball, false start. On the offense.
That is a 5-yard penalty. Remaining fourth down.
Tough one, for sure.
Yeah, jumped early. Can't have that, especially in 4th and 3. Now you're backed up 5 yards. It's 4th and 8.
That's the senior Gianni Hahn, who would love to have that one back. And fourth down, plant, throw. Try to get to the outside, and Meyer will be wrapped up. And the Aquinas defense holds. A big stop by the Little Irish, keeping the game tied at 7. The Little Irish will have the ball when we come back. The rivalry game here tonight as we take another look. The big stop by Aquinas. It's the law office of the William Tires Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive on CW Rochester.
Every child deserves a safe, loving home. At Families Thrive, we connect children with the foster and adoptive families who can change their lives forever. On November 1st, join us for the Families Thrive Gala. Together, we'll celebrate the power of family and raise critical funds to support children in need. Get your tickets, make a donation, and help every child find their forever home. Because when families thrive, children thrive.
During the fourth quarter of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the school bus stop of the game. A reminder, but let's be truthful. You should know this. The law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. And Kevin, to make the segue, DJ Barkley saying, "Stop right here, McQuaid."
Yeah, big stop for Aquinas. McQuaid was driving. The penalty was just a backbreaker in that drive and the story, really. Ending what could have been some points on the board, An opportunity miss there for the Knights.
As you see Bobby Bates coaching up his quarterback, DJ Barkley with the big stop for the Little Irish. And it was a few negative plays for Aquinas that just kind of derailed that last drive. See how they regroup as Carter out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, and he's going to keep it on the ground. It's actually the direct snap going. Oh, to the big man, Logan. 30, 35, 40, across. Could he take this the distance? 30, 25, 20 from behind. Keeps his balance into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Aquinas. Are you kidding? 84 yards in American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The Home Improvement Company that cares.
And you see Logan down there, you hope he's okay. It looks like he's grabbing his left leg. But what a run and what an answer from Aquinas. And Logan, straight out of the backfield, takes the direct snap. 84 yards, tiptoeing down the near sideline and getting in the end zone.
The direct snap to Logan. With Logan down, we will take a break as we take another look at this magnificent play. Aquinas to Tempe, PAT, when we come back here at CW Rochester.
When you're in the middle of something special, the last thing you want is to lose power. Enjoy safety, comfort, and the power of those special moments uninterrupted with a Cummins Quiet Connect home standby generator.
You ready?
So you can carry on doing what matters most.
Yes!
Cummins.
Well, as they look at Jeffrey Logan, you hear the applause. I want to remind you, we'll have the Stellar Roofing halftime report. We will have the highlights. We'll also take a look at some of the best plays on Friday Night Rivals from across the country. We'll be talking to both coaches as well. That's the Stellar Roofing halftime report coming up here on Friday Night Rivals. And, Kevin, the concern now, it quickly goes from, wow, that's one of the best plays we've seen all year, to, boy, I really hope Jeffrey Logan is okay.
Yeah, we're watching him here slowly working his way back to the sideline, really walking gingerly. You don't know if it's you don't want to speculate whether it's an ankle or anything else, but not moving like he was running down that sideline at the moment.
But a good sign nonetheless that he's able to kind of walk off there. But it's noteworthy the trainer has the helmet right now, so.
And that's never a good sign,
no.
As you know.
Point after here for the Little Irish. And that would have counted by Colby Gleason.
Before the kick, there was a flag.
Dead ball, encroachment. And the defense, still an untimed down.
Now, do you go for two? Are you getting cute here, Kevin? I don't know, without
Logan at the moment. In a game like this, I may take the points here.
Now, for now, it will be the kicker remaining out on the field, Colby Gleason. Kick is up. Great camera work, guys, as it's Aquinas now leading 14-7. And we know that Jeffrey Smith, one of the best running backs in Section 5 today. One play, 84 yards. And Jeffrey Logan, that whole drive, that drive recap courtesy of Families Thrive.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns for him here tonight, but obviously the concern is he going to be able to come back in and play here tonight? They're attending to him over on the sideline. At the moment, his teammates are going over and checking on him, encouraging him, hoping he can get back, because then you wonder. I mean, he's the guy that makes that offense tick. There's no question about that. Every coach you talk to when they play Aquinas, they say, we got to get to number 15, and he is a difference maker, and you just hope he can get back on the field here tonight, or the Little Irish are going to have to find other answers offensively.
And for McQuaid, I mean, it's their last drive. Again, they were moving the ball effectively, and the turnover on downs, and go back to that tackle, but yeah, and a penalty too in there, but that's big for McQuaid to get at least a good drive, because it will be Aquinas to get the ball in the second half. The BFNR offense kickoff is on the turf, and McQuaid wisely just falling on that was number 10, Charlie Meyer.
Actually 11, Gene. TD Jordan, it looked like. Oh, my bad. It looked like 11.
Meyer staying in there, number 10. So Meyer with the recovery.
First and 10 for McQuaid from their own 25-yard line.
Everybody looking at their wristbands, so this drive will start off at their own 25-yard line. Angle out of the shotgun, and a little RPO action, throws on the run, and he's going to get some positive yardage. It's going to be good enough for a first down. Driven out, it'll be Nicholson going out in front of the Aquinas bench. Cummings home power generating that first down, a gain of 15.
Yeah, big play by the freshman. Comes up with the reception, gets to the far sideline, and works his way down that Aquinas sideline, picking up a big gain for the Knights and a first down.
Yeah, if you're Aquinas, a little push is not going to work. You got to wrap up. As here will be the handoff going to Bailey, and Bailey bouncing off a tackler, and he'll tumble forward. And by doing so, that's a gain of 6. So here's a fun fact about Thomas Bailey, courtesy of a good friend of Friday Night Rivals, Sean Mullen. He is the younger brother of triplets.
Wow.
Oh, imagine what that household must have been like growing up.
I have 3, and they're not triplets, and I can't imagine that.
As he'll get the call once again. And no gain on this run to bring up third down.
No gain. Third down.
Yeah, I think for the Bailey family, you would certainly want to go to Pellegrino's. We want to thank Pellegrino's Deli Cafe. We're right around the corner, Mount Hope Avenue, hooking up the crew tonight. Hot and cold subs, burgers, salads, wraps, freshly baked bread, and cookies, catering for any event. Pellegrino's, thank you for your sponsorship. Third down. Opportunity here for Aquinas to get off of the field. Angle takes the snap, bobbles the snap. He's in trouble. That's a live ball. And Aquinas has it. And who else? Frankie Burgess coming out with that ball.
Oh, big play there for Aquinas defensively. Angle bobbling the snap, then fumbling it. And Burgess, the right place at the right time, comes up with the fumble recovery. Aquinas offense back in business.
And look who strips it there. Again, another big play for number 21, DJ Barkley, getting in there, forcing that fumble. Now, assuming Logan is not out there, and he is not, so they're going to go empty set here. First and 10, and the McQuaid 41 whistle. And a timeout called here by Aquinas.
Timeout Aquinas, their first of the half.
Well, we have a second where I want to remind you that we're not going anywhere, and neither should you. We've got the Stellar Roofing halftime report coming up. Highlights, and that the main highlight being that run by number 15, certainly Logan. We will also have some highlights from around the country as well, and we'll try to catch up with Chris Battaglia and Bobby Bates. The Stellar Roofing halftime report here on Friday Night Rivals.
This game so far, rivalry game, one of the biggest rivalries in Section 5, has had just about everything. We've had turnovers, we've had turnover on downs, explosive touchdown runs. And that's if you're the young quarterback, you just got to tuck that. Once it's in your hands and go down, take the loss, not the turnover. He's going to learn that. I'm sure Bobby Bates was telling him that exact thing when he came to the sideline.
So Aquinas using their first timeout. Under 4 minutes to go. The snap, and Carter will take it, and Carter will push ahead. So no Logan on the field.
So, Gene, we're going to see. I mean, what is the Aquinas offense here? I mean, is it Carter running the ball? And we saw him a few weeks ago at Rush Henrietta. He didn't throw a whole lot. It was Logan and him kind of leading the charge for that offense. It'll be interesting to see, as Logan's still being tended to on the sideline, what becomes of this offense now.
They've got to figure out the clock. No time came off of that last play, so we've got a little bit of a delay. Take off a few seconds. This to bring up second down and long. Carter, another direct snap, and Carter trying to follow his blockers. And look at this. He's getting a little bit of assistance there. Now, to be clear, Kevin, the finger quote, tush push, not legal, but that's not the tush push. That's just a big old pile there with Frankie Burgess.
Guys just keeping their legs chopping, and keep pushing forward.
Third down and 3.
3rd and 3, the down and distance here for the Little Irish.
Joey DePascal helping that on that last play with a nice push.
Carter's under center. He's taking the last 2 carries. He's going to do it again. Carter lowering his shoulder, and I think they're going to give it on his forward progress. He got pushed back, and indeed, linesman for the far side says that's a first down. Cummings home power generating that first down. Kevin, if nothing else, don't give the ball back to McQuaid.
Yeah.
In worst case scenario, you're up by 7, and you
get the ball back to start the third.
We're finishing each other's sentences, and we're week 5. Only took us 5 weeks here, Kevin.
We're getting there.
The snap, and Carter, he's got blockers. Can he turn the corner? Carter, and
Thomas Bailey on the tackle from McQuaid.
Thomas Bailey and Darkwin Wyndham Jr.
Yep. Darkwin Wyndham, number 21, coming in.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
This will bring us under 2 minutes to go here in the half. And so Smith is in the backfield now. Oh, we get all sorts of movement. Yeah, I think this is going to be on the offense.
Dead ball, false start.
False start.
On the offense.
Against Aquinas.
Still second down.
5-yard penalty.
Back him up to 5.
Remains second down.
Yeah, Aquinas coaches, week 5, shaking their head. That's a tough one. And McQuaid just had a similar scenario a few drives ago. You're driving, and those are drive killers, those penalties.
Back to the 33, this will go. Trips right. Do they go put it up in the air? Empty set. And another flag. Now, we're doing pretty well in this department. It's going to be another mistake.
Dead ball. False start.
Against Aquinas.
On the offense.
5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
I don't know if we mentioned a fast-moving first half, but we were thinking it, and now look what's going on. I was thinking it. It was me.
You verbalized that, Kevin. Well, Aquinas can't get too cute, as you see. They do have 2 timeouts remaining, but they're going to put us under a minute to go here. Carter Stepping up, Carter throwing, it's intercepted! Bringing it up to the 25. And this will be Erdman. Ace Erdman to the 40, up to the 42. Ace Erdman with the interception. And McQuaid has some life.
And 3 timeouts as their offense is going to get back on the field to try to get some points here before the half with just 46 seconds left. A big play by Erdman, and just not what you probably wanted from Aquinas. You know, you were moving the ball. You know, in that situation, I think you want to get points, whether it's 3, whether, you know, a touchdown. They were running the ball well, and Carter was leading that drive. Not the throw I don't think Chris Battaglia wanted there.
Well, and any coach or any young player, what does Carter do? He's throwing across his body.
Yep.
When you do that, quite often bad things will happen.
And Gene, he had a lane. He had a lane to run. It looked like he was going to take off, and he's been so successful. A big guy to bring down, and decided to air it out, and it cost him.
Life for the Knights. Here's the throw near side, and then it'll be complete to number 11, T.D. Jordan. And T.D. Jordan brings it into Aquinas territory. This will stop the clock with 40 seconds remaining here in the half. Cummings Home Power generating that first down, and we have a timeout called by McQuaid.
And we've seen this. I know it's different personnel. Kids have graduated from McQuaid, but Bobby Bates is still here, and they've done this. How many games we've done over the years where they've had timeouts at the end of a game or timeouts at the end of a half, and they've put together a drive and moved the ball significantly down the field in no time and gotten points. And that's the key. That's what they're looking for here. They want to go into halftime feeling good about themselves.
Yeah, and it's the seniors. Erdman coming up with the interception, and Thomas Bailey, he's been on varsity now. This will be his 3rd year, so they know what this is like. And Kevin, I feel like we have to bring this up whenever we're doing a AA game, what happened last year with RH, how, hey, they were the team that was around this time of the year, couldn't find their way, and all of a sudden they're in the championship game.
Yeah, they couldn't get it. They told us, RH told us a few weeks ago, everything just didn't come together until the end when they were 1-6 and went on a roll and beat the top-seeded Fairport, beat UPrep on the road, and got in the championship game against Aquinas. And McQuaid feels in AA, if they can get hot around Halloween. Bobby Bates says we want to be playing our best around Halloween, and that's sectional time.
Empty set as Erdman now will be in the slot to the right. 5 wide receivers. The pass, right side. Oh, a diving attempt, and it's incomplete. Doesn't take much time off of the clock. T.D. Jordan with the good effort.
Second down.
Just a little out of reach, and it's Nico Sciano on the coverage there for the Little Irish. Interesting, again, empty set. Angle out of the shotgun. Only 3 men coming. Angle throws complete, and then backing out of bounds will be Jordan. Gain of 8 on the play. But what do we have?
Flag on the play.
There is a flag. And it's going to be against McQuaid. Oh, Bobby Bates. Not too happy about that.
Legal procedure.
Illegal formation against McQuaid.
Should be on the snap.
5-yard penalty.
Well, instead of having it second and short, Kevin, this marks it all the way back to the 48. Now the clock is an issue, 32 seconds remaining.
Still have 2 timeouts, but yeah, again, a penalty when you're in Aquinas territory, 2 straight drives.
8 coming back, and it's knocked down. Beautiful play by Zion Toll, number 5.
Number 5, Zion Toll.
Zion Toll knocking that one down to bring up 3rd down.
And now they're in a long, 3rd and long situation. Again, something that the McQuaid staff says they are not built for. But, you know, with 2 timeouts, it's 4-down territory, but still a tall order for this offense.
Snap. Angle, plants, throws. It's complete, but that's going to be well short of the marker. And a timeout called by McQuaid. Nicholson with the completion down to the 41.
Fernando Ortiz with the tackle for the Little Irish.
McQuaid calling the timeout. Kevin, they're going for it. They're not going to punt this away.
No, there's no reason. 22 seconds left.
And if you're worried about turning it over on downs and getting the ball to Aquinas, you would. It's a little bit of a risk, but...
And I think Aquinas at this point, in what we've seen, we don't know the status of Jeff Logan. Last we saw, still getting worked on the sideline. His return is certainly up in the air and in doubt. And, what is the offense going to be for the little Irish? I think they'd be happy if they do get the turnover on downs, take a knee, go into halftime, and sort things out because they are going to get the ball to start the third.
Keep an eye on Nicholson. He's going to be the receiver to the far boundary. 3 receivers. Does Engel have the arm to get it deep, or do they go for the first down? Here's Engel, and coming back, and he's got it at the 31. What a nice catch there by number 11, T.D. Jordan. Down to the 31, a gain of 13. Cummings home power generating that first down on 4th down.
Yeah, big pickup by Jordan. He's been his guy on this drive. Goes right down, gets his arms under that football, and appears to make a nice grab for the first down.
Yep, he's got that hand right underneath. And love to see the pink on both sides here tonight, reminding everybody what October
it is. October
is, yes, and there are bigger causes, certainly. Aquinas keeping everything in front of them. They're letting McQuaid, all right, you can have that 10-yard out, but at some point, McQuaid's going to have to take a shot at the end zone here, Kevin.
Yeah, especially with 16 seconds, no timeouts. And you got to tell your young quarterback as well, we don't have any timeouts. You got to throw this ball away if there's nothing there. Keep this drive alive.
Two receivers left to the right is Engel. Out of the shotgun. Only 3 coming as now the throw, and again on the near side. And that will be complete. And again, T.D. Jordan. Now theoretically, you can take 2 shots here with 12 seconds. 2 shots at the end zone. Ooh, what great concentration.
Heck of a catch right there.
Cummings home power generating another first down for the Knights.
McQuaid wisely taking what Aquinas has given him here. But like you said, they need to take a shot here with just 12 seconds left at the end zone.
Here's the snap as Engel plants, throws, corner of the end zone. That's a jump ball, and what do we have? It's incomplete, Kevin, but
a lot of contact there. Now is there a flag? Amari Brewer.
There is. Yep,
there is a flag. Amari Brewer reacting for Aquinas. We didn't see the flag down on the field, but there was certainly a lot of contact with that ball in the air.
Pass interference.
Pass interference.
And White. 15 yards to make it a first down.
Okay, let's take a look here, and there's some contact.
And he pulls him down. They're gonna get that every time. Maybe the flag didn't want to come out as quickly, but there's no question that is a foul.
A tough one to take if you're Brewer. If I'm designing the plays, why not go back to Jordan? You can do this again, Kevin. The 10-yard out. From Aquinas, I would think that is the one I'm trying to get a little extra help on in number 11. Here he is lining up closer. See if he can get lost in this. And a whistle. And Aquinas is going to take the time out here.
Don't take him to half. No reason to. Let's sort it out. Make sure we're all on the same page. Saw what Bobby Bates ran out there, and you want to talk about it with 6 seconds left. You don't want to make a mistake here and give up the touchdown. That has been the T.D. Jordan show on this drive for McQuaid, and Engel has been finding him. A little less space now that you're this close in the red zone to work with, but Aquinas needs to find number 11 for McQuaid.
ball just outside the 10-yard line. Nicholson has also got to be a guy that you would consider could be targeted. See who the first read is. So, and it's interesting, they're spreading the two out. Nicholson to the far right. Jordan is one of the three receivers to the left. Could be the last play here of the half. Angle, plants, throws across the middle, it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Little Irish, and this is an opportunity to bring this back. 35, 40, 50, 45, 40, 35, on his feet. Are you kidding? Pick six, Aquinas, Brody Lennox, touchdown, Little Irish. It is American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown, the home improvement company that cares.
A backbreaker right there. You know, Aquinas took the timeout to make sure they had everybody on the same page. And McQuaid did exactly what they could not do in that situation, and it's their third turnover of the night.
There's a flag all the way back, but I think it's going to be on the celebration. And if you're Aquinas, why not? You'll live with that, I suppose. But I didn't know Lennox had it in him to bring it back that far, Kevin.
He's a little gassed. Burgess giving him a hug, talking him up right now. What a play by Lennox, the senior.
Breathing heavy. That's a defensive end, Kevin, dropping back into coverage.
He kind of was playing center field there.
Yeah.
Just sitting there and waiting for the chance, and I'm not sure if Engel saw him.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning against Aquinas.
So no time left on the clock. And two of the biggest plays we've had all year on Friday Night Rivals going Aquinas' way. This to cap off what has been an eventful first half. Gleason for the point after. Snap down kick is up. And it's good. The Little Irish leading here 21-7. Chris Battaglia talking to his quarterback, Robert Carter. And it's going to be Aquinas to get the possession to begin the second half, as well as Lennox getting some congratulations. Kevin, what do we see here?
Engel just looking across the middle, and Lennox comes out of nowhere. It looked like I don't think he saw him. Just the way he kind of popped up and made the pick, and even more impressively, this run all the way to the house for the touchdown. What a momentum changer in a rivalry game like this. Aquinas with a big play.
Lennox, a senior, and that is a play he'll remember for the rest of his life, as will his teammates here in the rivalry game.
And Burgess also, you want to mention there, the pressure that he got on Engel to kind of force that a little sooner maybe than he wanted, and it leads to the Lennox interception, the pick six for Aquinas, and they are in control, up 21-7 here at the half.
Yeah, as we are waiting maybe for Coach to join us here, as Coach, do we have you? Coach, do you got us?
Hey, I can hear you, but the music's so loud, it's hard to get any through.
Derek, hey, it's Gene and Kevin up here. Derek, do you have to get oxygen there for Brody Lennox? Tell us about that last play. You take a defensive lineman and you're dropping him back into coverage.
Well, our defensive coaches believed that they were going to throw the ball to number 2 on like a circle pattern, and we got lucky. It was the play, and Brody covered it perfectly and then took it to the house, which was really big for us.
Chris, I know you may not know or be able to say what's the status of Jeff Logan and what does your offense look like if he's not able to return?
Well, if Jeff isn't able to return, our offense is a little shaky, but I got confidence in Caleb and the other guys to help us and carry us through the second half. This is an old-fashioned rivalry game. It's crazy. The kids are groups of kids are playing really hard.
Yeah, last one, Coach. What is your message to your team here coming up here at the half?
Well, we got to come out and play really hard because McQuaid's playing really good tonight, and it's going to be a tough game right to the end.
Chris, thanks for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Chris Battaglia, who I got to say sounds exactly like Derek Anticino.
We were talking with both of them the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, is two of the biggest plays that we've had in Section 5 here on Friday Night Rivals. Yeah. We'll have our Scholar Athletes coming your way next, as we'll have some highlights. Our halftime show presented by Stellar Roofing. Coming your way next, it's Willie Matar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group. Tonight from McQuaid Jesuit here in CW Rochester.
The colder months are around the corner. Is your home ready? For a limited time, Stellar is offering 50% off the cost of installation on qualifying services when you sign during your initial appointment. Our team delivers industry-leading craftsmanship backed by a top-tier warranty and hundreds of 5-star reviews. Don't wait until the snow and ice cause costly damage. Take advantage of this exclusive offer today. When quality counts, call Stellar Roofing. Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
When it comes to home improvements, you need a company you can trust. That's why I turn to American Custom. They're honest, affordable, and always get the job done right. Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, or remodeling, American Custom has the expertise to transform your home using solid materials to make everything look brand new. American Custom is your trusted partner for all your home improvement needs. Call American today for a free estimate.
Allendale Columbia School provides a student-centered, engaging, and safe environment that inspires a love of learning and helps your child discover their potential to make a positive impact on the world. At Allendale Columbia School, we turn passion into purpose and curiosity into curriculum. Learn more about Allendale Columbia School at allendalecolumbia.org. Allendale Columbia, first here, then anywhere.
In the playoffs, each lap is a battle.
Let's go race for the championship! Let's go!
And every second counts.
How about that? It's an incredibly tight playoff battle. There's no room for error.
Yeah! Round 1 ends, and 4 title dreams die.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series Playoffs on CW Rochester.
Aquinas leading McQuaid 21-7. The Lennox pick 6 at the end of the first half. A big exclamation point for the Little Irish. It's time now to introduce you to this week's Scholar Athletes. Frankie Burgess is this year's nominee from Aquinas. Frankie is captain of last year's Section 5 Regional Championship football team. Frankie's also the recipient of multiple scholarships, and he is an active community volunteer, which includes serving as an organizer for a holiday blanket drive. Jack Mansour is McQuaid Jesuit Scholar Athlete Selection. Jack is a varsity football captain, and his athletic participation includes lacrosse, basketball, wrestling, and rugby. He's also an executive council member, admissions ambassador, and youth camp instructor. The Scholar Athlete Program recognizes students who achieve both on and off the field. At the end of the season, one winner will be selected to receive a $5,000 scholarship to the school of their choice. We'll be back with more here tonight from McQuaid Jesuit. You're watching the law offices of William & Tyre's Friday Night Rivals here on CW Rochester.
Colin, smile over here. Colin the plumber, you just finished a tough plumbing job. How'd you pull off the win?
Man, that clog was a monster. Toilet paper, roots, wipes, you name it. It was in that line. Defense came out pretty strong, but we had a great offensive plan. Busted out the camera. We even had to break out the hydrojetter just to put a little bit more pressure on it. Most other plumbing companies would have fumbled, but for us, every day is game day. We don't fold under pressure. We're just the best in the biz. True, 24/7 service. Colin the plumber.
Hi, welcome to Ide Volkswagen. I'm in great hands when the Ide family of dealerships has my car in for service. I can kick back and relax with some amazing coffee and new friends, knowing their expertise will be honest, reliable, and fast. The best part is, it's totally tailored to me and my ride. I'm lucky to have Ide right here in my hometown. Thank you! And I wouldn't dream of going anywhere else. It's all about you at Ide VW Service.
1 second. That's all it takes. Your entire life can change in that instant. You didn't choose this, but you can choose what comes next. If you've been hurt and need help, choose the Barnes firm. Call us now for your free consultation. Call 1-800-8-MILLION.
The Barnes firm. Injury attorneys. Call 1-800-8-MILLION.
When you're in the middle of something special, the last thing you want is to lose power. Enjoy safety, comfort, and the power of those special moments uninterrupted with a Cummins Quiet Connect home standby generator.
You ready?
So you can carry on doing what matters most.
Yes!
Cummins.
Beautiful campus here at McQuaid Jesuit. We're visiting Aquinas with a halftime lead of 21-7. Now, each week during halftime of our Friday Night Rivals broadcast, we'll be showcasing outstanding Thursday night lights and Friday Night Rivals game highlights from across the country. Here's some of the best from last week's games.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
He are you kidding? What just happened? Flipped out of his hands, and it's a touchdown for Jaden Pierce. Oh, my goodness.
Here's nothing. He's going to take his shot for the end zone. Running under it, making the catch. What a catch by Cade Mitchell.
Holy cow for the Food City touchdown. And
bus stop of the game, Jeremiah Cruz. He had a few of those tonight. Jeremiah laying the wood.
250 yards passing. Now he wants to take a shot. Looking to hang this one up for Gardner, and he drops it to him, and Gardner makes a move at the 35. Gardner's still on his feet. Gardner's got 3 touchdowns tonight. Seeger's got 5.
Polka fires. Ball is intercepted by the Rams. It's Mason Wydra with the pick. And here comes the Rams the other way on the turn. Here he goes, right side of the field. Wydra with some blockers. Wydra on the return of the interception. He's all the way down to the 10, the 5. Wydra returns it for the score. Mason Wydra.
Receiver in motion. He will roll right. Under pressure. Still on his feet. Trying to find somebody downfield. He's in trouble. He'll throw it to the back of the end zone. The receiver's wide open. Touchdown, McQuaid.
I think that receiver's a little open there.
Yeah, it reminds me of a Syracuse McNabb throwback many years ago to beat Virginia Tech.
We'll look at the highlights of what happened here, and boy, do we have some highlights when we come back. It's William & Tyre's law offices of William & Tyre's Friday Night Rivals on CW Rochester.
Motorcycle crashes often result in serious injuries. An immediate investigation can help maximize the recovery. And after a serious motorcycle crash, you only have one chance to win. So call William Attar, 444-4444.
The colder months are around the corner. Is your home ready? For a limited time, Stellar is offering 50% off the cost of labor on qualifying services when you sign during your initial appointment. Our team delivers industry-leading craftsmanship backed by a top-tier warranty and hundreds of 5-star reviews. Don't wait until the snow and ice cause costly damage. Take advantage of this exclusive offer today. When quality counts, call Stellar Roofing. Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Your home, your sanctuary, protected with the perfect fence. At BF&R Fence, we specialize in high-quality commercial and residential fencing that enhances the beauty and security of your landscaping. Whether it's privacy, safety, or simply adding curb appeal, we've got you covered. Durable, custom-built, and designed to last. Give your property an uplifting makeover with BF&R Fence. Contact us today for your free estimate. Your home and business deserve the best.
If you've been in a motor vehicle crash, it's important to start the legal process as soon as possible because there are short time deadlines. In fact, waiting could cost you thousands. Hurt in a car? Call William Attar, 444-4444.
In the playoffs, each lap is a battle.
Let's go, Racer! Championship! Let's go!
And every second counts.
How about that? It's an incredibly tight playoff battle. There's no room for error.
Round 1 ends, and 4 title dreams die.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs on CW Rochester.
Aquinas warming up here. McQuaid making their way back. Let's take a look at the highlights here of how we got to this 21-7. Little Irish set up with a short field after the opening kickoff, fumbled by McQuaid, and it's going to be the first of 2 for Jeffrey Logan. 1 yard out. It makes it 7-0. But McQuaid, though, what a great drive they would answer. It took nearly a quarter, felt like. Bailey, a 1-yard touchdown, 7-7 our score, but then 2 big plays. Logan to the outside. Are you kidding me? Kevin, 84 yards, but then watch the end of this play. Logan keeps his balance, but you can tell something's not right. We hope number 15 will make his way back. Here's the play of the game, Kevin. What happens?
Oh, Brody Lennox pops up and then makes the pick on Engel and goes 95 yards for the touchdown as the first half expires. A backbreaker for McQuaid. Jubilation for Aquinas. They have a 14-point lead.
As we're happy to be joined by head coach Bobby Bates as we take a look here at the stats in that first half. And for McQuaid, 3 turnovers certainly key. Coach, thank you for your time. What was your message to your team at half?
Well, I mean, we gotta take care of the, we're self-inflicting wounds right now. So, we got to take care of the football. We had a fumble on the kickoff. We had the pick 6 there. We jumped off sides, gave them the shot, gave them the ball back. They next play they, go 60 on us. So if we can take care of those mistakes, I think we're doing a good job of moving the football. We're playing pretty solid defense. It's just, hey man, my message, to answer your question, my message was stick with the plan, stick with the strategy that we had all week, what we were doing all week. Stick with it, trust it, because it's working. We just can't make those mistakes.
Well, Bobby, thanks very much. Good luck here in the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
As we'll take a quick break, we will have the kickoff coming up next. Aquinas to receive that second half kickoff. It's William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by the Bob Johnson Automotive Group here in CW Rochester.
Okay, there we go.
I'm so sorry. I thought I could make it.
Look, my family is in the car.
I'm just going too fast.
it's a better place to buy a car.
At Comfort, we're more than just a window company. We're a window manufacturer. Windows handcrafted by Comfort employees, installed by Comfort employees, backed by our lifetime comfort guarantee. Now that's single source satisfaction, and we're the only ones to offer it across New York State.
Upgrade now and save 10% with 0% financing and pay nothing until your project is installed.
All from the name you know, the people you trust. Visit comfortwindows.com and schedule your free estimate today.
Spend less for the shrimp you crave with the new Ultimate Spend Less Shrimp.
Ultimate Spend Less Shrimp? That sounds just like
garlic shrimp scampi, shrimp linguine Alfredo, and popcorn shrimp on one plate for just $15.99.
There's nothing less about that.
That's real happiness, only at Red Lobster.
Turn to Buffalo Plus for complete Bills postgame coverage. Jenna, Dan, and I share our take on what you saw and maybe didn't see. Log on to YouTube and search Buffalo Plus.
The courtroom is a place that insurance companies and some lawyers want to avoid. If your case needs to go to court, Salino Law knows how to win. But many cases actually start and end
right here at Salino Law, where you can expect to get the personal support you deserve and the maximum compensation possible as quickly as possible.
We make it tough on the insurance company
while making it easier on you.
Car crash, call Salino.
Injured? Call the 8s.
Here we go. Start of the second half. It's the BF&R Fence kickoff. McQuaid won the opening coin toss. They elected to receive, and that'll be Aquinas to get the second half kickoff. As the 15 to the 20, it's going to be Carter, and Carter is pulled down from behind, and that's a do-everything player for this Knights team. Number 2, Thomas Bailey.
Number 2, Thomas Bailey.
And the question is, will we see Jeffrey Logan back here in the second half, Kevin?
Such a big part of their offense and everything they do. You know, you hope he's okay.
No, that looks like he will not be back. And for Aquinas, you hopefully a speedy recovery. Yeah, for number 15. So they're going to have to do this without their best offensive player, as that will go up to about the 25-yard line. They've got Smith, they've got Carter, they've got some other guys on this Aquinas offense for sure.
But a tough loss, and I don't think anyone would deny that. Talking to many coaches around Section 5, especially in Double-A, the way they respect number 15 and what he has done on the field, a huge loss for the Little Irish. We wish him well. We hope he can get back soon.
Second down and 7. Mancini to snap the ball back to Carter, and Carter pulls it back, and he'll scooch forward to bring up 3rd and short, gets it across the 25, up to the 26 to bring up 3rd and 2. It's a nice fake, Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice block by Smith, too.
Now gets him in that short yardage situation here. You expect to see a lot here from Robert Carter in the second half.
Brewer is the single receiver to the near side of your screen. The handoff going to Smith. Smith makes a cut. He's got the first down. The vinyl outlet first down as it goes up to the 35.
10 to the 35-yard line. First and 10 to the Little Irish.
Nice cut there. Erdman, who had a big interception earlier in this game, making the tackle. Handoff going, Smith again, and nothing there this time. Trying to run between the tackles.
I think this is what we're going to see from Aquinas and Chris Battaglia. You know, they want to keep this ball on the ground, try to get out of here with a win. They don't want to make any mistakes. They had the interception through the air, you know, deep in McQuaid territory in the first half. So you're going to see Carter, you're going to see Smith, and they're going to try to keep this on the ground and work that clock. And if they can add to the lead, they're going to take that.
Jack Mansour with the tackle that last play was our Scholar Athlete selection. And this time, well, nowhere to go, as that's Krishan Jordan with the tackle for a loss. And an opportunity now for McQuaid to get off the field.
Krishan Jordan with the tackle in the backfield.
Number 28 penetrating here.
Loss of 2, 3rd and 12.
Carter will break that huddle. Only 2 wide receivers in this formation. Keeping it on the ground. And Carter will be tackled. John Zakari making another play. Only a gain of 3. And McQuaid defense gets a stop.
Yeah, big stop, something they needed. They needed to get Aquinas off the field and try to get the ball back in the hands of their offense, who have been so effective moving the ball. But as Bobby Bates said, self-inflicted wounds, the turnovers, the turnover on downs, and the penalties have hurt the Knights here tonight.
Ace Erdman deep back for the Knights. Colby Gleason. He's a perfect 3 of 3 tonight on the PATs. Here he's going to punt this one away. Long count. High snap. And a good job by Gleason to get this one down. And it does not take a favorable roll for Aquinas. And a flag comes down on the far side.
There is a flag.
Well, your guess is as good as mine here on this one. Yeah. I mean, do they decide to pick this one up? Let's see.
Holding number 14.
Wait. It's a 10-yard penalty.
Mike Haristodulo.
For the Knights from their own 38-yard line.
And for Bobby Bates talking about the mistakes there, Kevin, and
there's another one.
Yeah,
that hurts. I mean, you're right about midfield. That ball just kind of died.
That's not a play where you want to hold on.
No.
So a little bit of a flipping of the field position when it's all said and done is. Closed captioning brought to you by Colin the Plumber. Angle. And the handoff trying to get around the right corner, and the tackle will be made by number 1, Robert Carter, as that's going to be Ian Lanahan.
Ian Lanahan, the ball carrier.
And we'll give him a gain of 5 on that.
Robert Carter and Colin Camp with the tackle. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5. Handoff going again, and Carter with the tackle. And in there to help out certainly was number 4, Keelan Smith.
Keelan Smith with the tackle for the Little Irish.
Thomas Bailey didn't have much of a chance to get around the edge there. As Smith was in there quickly.
This is 3rd down, and I'm going to call it 2 or 3. We'll call it 3. Ball needs to get to the 48. 3 men in the backfield. The handoff going right between the pipe. There we go. That will be Thomas Bailey getting the first down, bringing it into Aquinas territory. That first down presented by the final out.
Yeah, Bailey so explosive out of the backfield, following his blockers in front, and that nice hold along the left side, and picking up the first down, keeping this drive alive.
And credit Robert Carter, too. Don't give up on the play, and doesn't make that tackle where that ends up.
He had that shoe. He wasn't letting go.
Handoff, and it'll be Lanahan again, and this time he cannot gain the edge. Oh, and a little push at the end there. Harema. I'm surprised they didn't call that, to be honest. another look here. Yeah. Watch 60 there. Yeah, and then he's going to kind of flex that. Probably should have been called. Is now back to live action. Goes down to the 43. Bailey again getting the call here. And for all that Aquinas has done right here, Kevin, McQuaid on the move. They can cut this to a one-score game.
And everything we've talked about that has gone wrong for McQuaid tonight, that would be huge. To get this to a 7-point game, if they can find the end zone.
Angle handing it off, and Lanahan, no. Getting pushed back. Smith is there, and leading the charge for the Little Irish, number 13, Michael Martell.
Michael Martell will be tackled for Aquinas. No gain, fourth down.
And that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, Brody Lennox got in the backfield pretty quick there as well, and Smith, a whole slew of Little Irish swarming the ball.
Well, McQuaid is going to go for it. 4th and 5. The play clock is down to 7. Are they going to have to burn a timeout here? 3, 2, they get it off. Here it is on 4th down, pass to the outside, and what do you know? Again, another stop on 4th down by DJ Barkley, number 21. And for the second time, Barkley forces McQuaid to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, you wonder if they should have burned a timeout there. They rushed. The play clock was winding down and come up just short.
It's the law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group. AQ with the ball when we come back here at CW Rochester.
Your home, your sanctuary, protected with the perfect fence. At BF&R Fence, we specialize in high-quality commercial and residential fencing that enhances the beauty and security of your landscaping. Whether it's privacy, safety, or simply adding curb appeal, we've got you covered. Durable, custom-built, and designed to last. Give your property an uplifting makeover with BF&R Fence. Contact us today for your free estimate. Your home and business deserve the best.
You know, later at the end of the game, towards it, we will be highlighting the school bus stop of the game. And I think DJ Barkley not has 1, but 2 stops now on 4th down we could select from. The law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Feels like Aquinas could go for the knockout punch here, Kevin. But again, doing this, if you're just tuning in, without their top threat, Jeffrey Logan tonight, 2 rushing touchdowns, but he's on crutches now, unavailable for the rest of this game as the handoff going to Smith. Smith breaking an arm tackle. Smith keeping those legs moving as he brings it into McQuaid territory. That's good, a gain of 11 and good enough for a final outlet, first down.
Way to step up when your team needs you, and just a furious run out of the backfield, showing speed, determination, grit out of the backfield and picking up a big first down for Aquinas. First play of that drive.
Yeah, the Little Irish are going to have to lean on number 4 here as they take it back into Knights territory. Carter out of the shotgun. And the handoff. And Smith is going to be driven back. Who else but Bailey? Stopping that forward progress. Oh, and then Smith is going to need a minute here.
Loss of 1.
So this is a great play by Bailey. And hard to tell what happens here, but obviously Smith realizes, hey, something's not right. Takes the knee right away. Yeah, hopefully it just... Again, if you're watching this back years later, it has been abnormally warm here this season, and usually cramping issues in October, not as much, but warm day today here in the Rochester area.
Warm weekend ahead as well, back into the 80s. I mean, it has been a rare fall, but we'll take it here in Rochester.
And as Smith has helped to his feet, Kevin, in addition to the Friday Night Rivals trophy, this is the other trophy that they're going to be playing for here tonight.
Both impressive, but this one is the one that they play for every season, and McQuaid has had it. It's only for the regular season. The playoffs don't matter. And this is the 61st time they've played in this great rivalry, meeting in the regular season. The John Honorado Annual Game Challenge Trophy, of course, donated back in the 60s by Al and Lucy Joseph to honor Father John, who impacted Al's life and experience at the Aquinas Institute. So many have played for that trophy over the years, and it means a lot to both programs.
The forward progress will be stopped for a loss of 1 on that last play, the tackle by Bailey. And faking the pass, Carter moves ahead, and that McQuaid defense not fooled whatsoever as the tackle made by number 24, Dominic Bianchi.
Carter, the ball carrier. Don Bianchi with the tackle for the Knights. Third down and 10.
This McQuaid defense is no quit in it, Kevin.
No, not at all.
No,
And they know they need to make a play. You know, their offense has struggled tonight. It may take the defense to provide that spark.
Student section making noise beneath us is now, here's going to be Carter. Carter stepping up, buying time. He doesn't have anybody. Throws across his body. It's intercepted at the 40, bringing it in to Aquinas territory. 30, 25 is going to be Meyer. Charlie Meyer all the way down to the 25-yard line.
And, Gene, we've seen that twice now in this game from Carter, throwing across his body both times. The ball was intercepted by McQuaid and leaving the door open are the Little Irish.
McQuaid with a chance to cut into this Aquinas lead when we come back. Charlie Meyer. Kevin, you called it. They needed a play. They get it from Meyer. Here on CW Rochester.
Allendale Columbia School provides a student-centered, engaging, and safe environment that inspires a love of learning and helps your child discover their potential to make a positive impact on the world. At Allendale Columbia School, we turn passion into purpose and curiosity into curriculum. Learn more about Allendale Columbia School at allendalecolumbia.org. Allendale Columbia, first here, then anywhere.
Just a reminder, we will have the Ide family of dealerships play of the game, and who knows, if McQuaid can somehow pull this one out, we'll look back at that play by Charlie Meyer to give the ball back to his offense.
Yeah, it's still plenty of time. They're in great field position now, 2:34 to go in the third quarter, but the offense has got to answer here. It has to happen.
And if you're Aquinas, they move the ball. At this point, Carter, keep it on the ground.
Keep it on the ground.
Yeah, no more. Snap and the handoff. Lanahan trying to get around that left corner. Lanahan will get it across the 25. Down to about the 23. And we'll give him 2 on that. Angle under center. Angle handing it off Once again, Lanahan, and then, reading that one is the corner. Amari Brewer coming up to make the tackle. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Lanahan, I thought, had a chance there to maybe cut back and squeak up the field a little bit more, and instead he chose to go right, and big play there by the Aquinas defense. No gain on the play.
Yeah, sometimes your instincts are just
right there.
You got to make that cut, and now it's 3rd and 8. Engel handing it off once again, going to his main guy, Bailey, and Bailey will be well short. They're going to mark his progress. Is that out, though? No, the official on the far side is saying down, clearly.
Tackled at the 20-yard line.
So it's going to be 4th and 5 coming up.
Another opportunity. 4th down for McQuaid to convert. They've had multiple 4th down opportunities tonight, have yet to convert.
And we have an Aquinas player down on the field. It's Joseph Prospero, number 75. And it's kind of a break there for McQuaid, because on a 4th and 5, you don't have to burn the timeout. This gives you an opportunity to discuss what you want to do.
And we saw the previous drive when they had the 4th down situation. The play clock was running down. They ran the play quickly, trying to get it off in time without taking the timeout, and ended up throwing an interception.
All right, so let's take a look at this replay. Look to the left of your screen. Is this out?
I think he's down, Gene.
Yeah.
I think his backside is on the turf.
Very close. Officials with the correct call. That was Di Prospero, who's cramping up, putting his hand in there, thinking he had a recovery.
Speaking of, I know you're going to mention food here in a second. Di Prospero told us a couple of weeks ago his favorite subject is lunch. I think you might like Pellegrino's.
Pellegrino's, our sponsor tonight, features hot and cold subs, burgers, salads, wraps, vegetarian selections, freshly baked bread, and Sean Mullen's favorite cookies, as well as catering for any event. Pellegrino's, right around the corner from campus here. Appreciate their sponsorship tonight on Friday Night Rivals.
Was lunch big for you at Aquinas? What do they have over there?
Well, back then it was the fries.
Oh, okay.
And that was the big thing for Aquinas, and yeah. Chubbs was the guy, the lunch monitor, and if you're a certain age at Aquinas, you remember Chubbs. 4th down. 4th and 4. McQuaid needs this. The handoff, it's botched! Busted play, and Aquinas is going to hold on downs. Oh, no, for McQuaid, as Lanahan was not able to pull that in. And the Little Irish get the ball back again. 3rd time tonight they get it back on downs.
And almost a turnover here, which would have been resulted in the same thing with Aquinas coming up with the football like they do on turnover on downs. And Lanahan just not able to come up with the exchange from Harrison.
Who you want to give the credit to on making the tackle there for the Little Irish. How about Eddie Mancini, number 15 or 50, or Michael Martell, number 13? Now for Aquinas, Kevin, should they put the ball up in the air for the rest of this game?
I would keep it on the ground. They have not had success through the air.
Smith will get the call. Smith between the tackles, and Aquinas can take it to the quarter should they choose. Clock is running.
Rashawn Jordan with the tackle.
Rashawn Jordan with the tackle, but before we get to any of that, this is going to be now Robert Carter down on his back, and this will stop the clock here late in the 3rd. I beg your pardon, that's not Carter, that's actually the ball carrier, Smith. So physical game here tonight between these two teams.
And they're stretching out his left leg there again. Don't want to speculate, but you wonder with the warm day we've had, once again, if it's a cramping issue of some sorts.
For anybody who had, can you play through cramps? It's not. You just can't. You got to work it out. So.
And on that last exchange on that fourth down play, it looks like my mistake on that. Sam Carnes was in at quarterback for McQuaid, number 32. Could have played into the, he's just coming off the bench, taking over on that fourth down play and having a difficult exchange with Lanahan. Could have been part of the problem there.
And if you're just tuning in, hey, what's going on with, look at this. It's Jeffrey Logan on crutches. So Jeffrey Logan on crutches. 2 touchdowns tonight. One from 1 yard, and the other one, the big one, Kevin, 84 yards. But at the very end of that play, you could see how he came down on his ankle, and we hope number 15 has a speedy recovery.
Yeah, devastating there. His teammates trying to keep his spirits up. You see him laughing there a little bit, but a tough thing to see as one of Section 5's best is out of this game, and hopefully we'll have a speedy recovery, as you mentioned, G.
Well, what's interesting here is, I'm looking at Aquinas right now. They have yet to start the clock, and Aquinas is just walking already all the way down to the other end of the field. There's still 25 seconds remaining, but the assumption is that once Smith is going to be okay and get over to the sideline, then this will take us to the quarter. The storyline tonight, Kevin, has been the turnovers by far.
No question. It's just been a killer for McQuaid.
Another one, Burgess with the recovery. But then it's going to be Carter throwing across his body as Erdman will step up and make the interception. And this is the big one, the backbreaker. 14-7 game, and instead of trying to get the tying score, a pick 6 of 95 yards. McQuaid getting another one. This is Meyer with the interception.
Yeah, some errant throws, some tough decisions on both sides of the football that I bet they'd like to have back. And this is not a scene you want to see here, as Smith is slow to get off the field.
Yeah, I hope that's just a cramp, and those can be very, very difficult to work out for sure. And once he makes it over to the sideline, they will start the clock. And then, assuming McQuaid does not take a timeout here, Kevin, that'll bring us to the end of the quarter. And actually, they've already started the clock, so we can tell you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the law offices of William Matar. That's driven by the Bob Johnson Automotive Group. And we'll certainly have our Ide family of dealerships play of the game coming up at the end of the fourth quarter. Is it the Lennox pick 6? I would think so at this point. As we head to the fourth, Aquinas still leading 21-7 here on CW Rochester.
When you're in the middle of something special, the last thing you want is to lose power. Enjoy safety, comfort, and the power of those special moments uninterrupted with a Cummins Quiet Connect home standby generator.
Are you ready?
So you can carry on doing what matters most.
Yes!
Cummins.
Your home, your sanctuary, protected with the perfect fence. At BF&R Fence, we specialize in high-quality commercial and residential fencing that enhances the beauty and security of your landscaping. Whether it's privacy, safety, or simply adding curb appeal, we've got you covered. Durable, custom-built, and designed to last. Give your property an uplifting makeover with BF&R Fence. Contact us today for your free estimate. Your home and business deserve the best.
Hi, welcome to Ide Volkswagen.
I'm in great hands when the Ide family of dealerships has my car in for service. I can kick back and relax with some amazing coffee and new friends, knowing their expertise will be honest, reliable, and fast. The best part is, it's totally tailored to me and my ride. I'm lucky to have Ide right here in my hometown.
Thank you.
And I wouldn't dream of going anywhere else. It's all about you at Ide VW Service.
In the playoffs, each lap is a battle.
Let's go race for a championship!
Let's go! And every second counts.
How about that? It's
It's an incredibly tight playoff battle.
There's no room for error.
Round 1 ends, and 4 title dreams die.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs
on CW Rochester.
This is our Ide family of dealerships play of the game. That's a defensive end. Brody Lennox.
He doesn't move like one.
No. Wait a second. He's got a shot at this. Last second attempt there by Tanner Natapal. No, it's a pick six for the Little Irish. And that caps off the first half. A wild pick six. And that brings us to our 21-7 score as we begin the fourth quarter. The Ide family of dealerships, we'd love to earn your business. I'm Kevin Roche, my name is Gene Battaglia. Eric Harpy, our director tonight. Trevor Butts keeping us honest in the booth on stats. And all the camera crew doing a great job here on Friday Night Rivals. Carter presumably will keep this on the ground. And he'll hand it off. Right into the line that'll go. And that'll be number 11 with the carry. Flaherty, the fullback.
John Bianchi with the tackle for tonight. Third down.
Yes, all McQuaid players with the name Jesuit on the back. That's not a custom nameplate. Third down and long. Carter handing it off to Flaherty. Flaherty right between the tackles. Leaning forward. He's got the first down. He's fired up. Number 11 providing his team the first down. Cummings home power generating that first down.
Yeah, Flaherty pumped up after the big first down run and stepping in here. You know, Logan's out. Smith, we saw him go off gingerly, walking to the sideline just before the end of the quarter. And Flaherty responding with a big first down run for the Little Irish.
Flaherty, a senior. He's being axed tonight here with Smith out and, of course, well, both Smiths, Jeffrey Smith and also Caleb Smith. Here's the snap and a little bit of an awkward handoff and a short gain nonetheless. Well, if you're McQuaid, you just got to sell out against the run. There is just no chance Aquinas would be putting this up through the air at this point of the game. As Bailey just been a workhorse, and as we were talking earlier, he plans to go to San Diego.
Yeah, he said he went out to a camp out there. As we mentioned, his brother had gone there, and he went to a camp, and they called him the next day, and he accepted the offer. So he's going to play in the FCS with the Toreros in the Pioneer League, I believe, he told us. They play at Marist tomorrow down in Poughkeepsie.
How?
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, this is crazy.
You think Big Ten travel is tough. The Pioneer League has got some tough travel.
Jack Mansour with the tackle. Big stick there but we have a flag.
Dead ball, personal foul.
Dead ball, personal foul against Aquinas.
So that'll mark the play back. All right, let's see what happened here. Oh, yeah.
15-yard penalty.
Just a little bit of extra. And that's a tough one if that is going to indeed on 75. Joseph DiProspero, just a little extra body weight, but
got his hands up near the head. I guess that's what they see and make the call there. You know, we've seen some pushing and shoving in this second half here. And DiProspero gets the flag.
Yeah, so they got to fix the clock here. That's what we're waiting for here. I'm trying to get the clock to read 9:40, and say these clocks sometimes don't want to behave. There we go. Kevin, you're a youth sports dad. You got to know the difficulties of running clocks.
or flipping the markers over for when they score.
Sure.
It's a lot of pressure when you're doing that. Everybody's looking at you. You don't want that.
And he's going to wind his arm here, Dave Cohen will. There we go. And now we start the clock back up. 3rd and 20 after all that. Carr with a long count here. Play clock at 10. Quine's trying to take every second they can off, up by 2 scores. Carr to the keeper, and McQuaid is ready for it. A host of Knights there, pushing Carter back. Aquinas fans wanted an extra little call there. They're not going to get it there.
Hudson Hoya with the initial hit for the Knights.
Darquin Wyndham Jr. amongst others on the tackle.
Jack Mansour in there as well.
So Aquinas will punt this one away. Low snap. And the punt is off. And this will take a nice friendly Aquinas roll.
Punt is down at the 48-yard line.
All the way to the 48. Well, McQuaid's going to need points on this drive. They're down by 14. We're in the 4th. It's the law office of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals here on CW Rochester.
Everyone at Comfort that we worked with was wonderful. The process is very easy. They answered all of my questions. Comfort's lifetime guarantee is just that. I never have to worry about my windows.
We offer single source satisfaction. We make our windows, we professionally install them, and we give you the best warranty in the business with a Comfort lifetime guarantee.
Upgrade now and save 10% with 0% financing and pay nothing until your project is installed. Visit comfortwindows.com and schedule your free estimate today.
Closed captioning tonight brought to you by Colin the Plumber. Thank you, Colin the Plumber, and all of our sponsors tonight here on the broadcast. And you know, one thing you can count on whenever you come to McQuaid, that's the school spirit, Kevin.
Yeah, they've got it, and they're desperate for that first win of the season here. And the home team running out of time. 8:22 left here in the 4th, down 14.
I would expect heavy doses of Thomas Bailey here perhaps on this drive.
Maybe if you're going to go to the air, T.D. Jordan. You know, he's a guy that had some big catches here tonight. Or Ryan Nicholson.
And now here's the screen. Erdman getting that screen, gets a block. Erdman to the 45 and gets it down close to the marker. Give him the first down. Cummings Home Power generating that first down.
Tackle made by Kellen Camp.
Camp with the tackle, and that's aggressive, very close to Charlie Meyer, letting go right at the right time, making sure that the flag would not be thrown. The snap. Rolling to his right, and just going to decide to take off will be Engel, and I love that play, Kevin.
Very smart move. You know, he saw him, it looked like he didn't have anything, he was going to force something, and then wisely, the way the game has gone to tonight, maybe the coaches are in his head. He tucked it, he ran, he picked up 3, but It's better than a turnover. It keeps this McQuaid drive going.
No, it still is a positive play at the end of the day. TD Jordan, you mentioned him earlier. He's a receiver to the far boundary. He's kept looking right. As now throwing will be Engel. Engel overshot his man. Nicholson looked like he had the seam there, but Carter the closest on the coverage there for the Little Irish. Third down and 8. Engel out of the shotgun. Nicholson is the single receiver to the near side. And the screen's going to be set up to the far side. And Erdman picking his way ahead. Ace Erdman getting it down to the 30-yard line. Good enough for a first down, Kevin. Cummings home power, generating that first down.
Ace is on the case right here. He's getting it done on this drive for McQuaid so far. Another big first down for McQuaid. And again, they got to get it in the end zone. That clock is not their friend. I know they got 3 timeouts. And the Aquinas offense isn't exactly letting it up here in the second half, but they need a score and they need it quickly.
Engel throws on the run. He's got a man wide open. It's Nicholson. Nicholson lowering the shoulder, bullying his way his head. He's close to the marker. He's in bounds, and now they'll stop the clock. Is that because it's a first down? You have to see them mark the first down?
Yes, they are waving the chains on
they
the
will
far
put
sideline.
Cummings home power, generating another first down, Kevin. Coming into your living room, C.J. Nicholson, and holding his ground there is Robert Carter to make that tackle. Here it is, another screen pass. Oh, that's knocked away. Ooh.
Guess who?
Yeah, Burgess making his presence felt. And the Aquinas fans here making some noise after that big play by their big man.
Yeah, Aquinas sniffing that one out. Burgess all over it. They've tried to run that screen, and they've run it effectively a few times on this drive. Burgess was ready for it that time.
Thomas Bailey, you're taking a look at him. He's in the backfield alongside Engel. Faking the pass. He's got a man wide open going up, and then just a little late there is coming over to make the play there. Kellen Camp breaking that up. Meyer, the intended receiver, number 10.
Yeah, Harrison Engel was under pressure. He had to get rid of that football, and he almost came up with the connection. As you see Burgess almost getting to him, just sells it a little bit. Maybe had to throw it a little sooner than he wanted to. Unable to connect on that play with Meyer.
Third down and 10. Empty set. 5 wide receivers. Meyer closest in the slot to the right. Faking the end around and now taking off. And Engel will go down. He's going to be short by about 5.5 yards, maybe 6.
But another smart play. Second time we've seen him do it on this drive. He wants to throw it, but it's not there. He makes a smart decision to move it upfield, and now 4th and 6 for McQuaid.
Well, this play, whatever happens, you got to put it up. You got to take a chance here. McQuaid down by 2 scores. Bailey going into motion. Here's the throw right side, and is it complete? It is. It's a first down. Nicholson pulling it down inside the 10. Cummings home power generating that first down. We're also inside the Tim Hortons red zone.
A nice throw here by the sophomore. Looking Nicholson all the way. Makes the connection. Nicholson getting in bounds with the catch. Nice play and a first down into the red zone for McQuaid. Let's see if they can convert here.
Harrison Engel directing this drive. The snap, the handoff going between the tackles as Bailey won't go down. Fighting for extra yards, getting it inside the 5.
Determined run there by Bailey.
Well, look at this, they're hurrying it up, Kevin. They're trying to catch Aquinas in the substitution era. Here's the snap. The handoff going toward the end zone, leaning forward. And McQuaid incredulous. They thought Aquinas had an extra man, didn't get off in time. They're not going to get that call. 3rd and goal. Engel handing it off to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown. McQuaid has cut it to a 1-score game. That's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The Home Improvement Company that cares, Kevin, is it's going to be number 26. Or is it 24? Let's see who gets that call. Indeed, that will be 26, Ian Lanahan. So Dominic Bianchi paving the way for Lanahan. This to cut it to 7. And the extra point is up and good, but hold on. We've got a flag.
No foul. Here. It's going to be on the kick. It's going to be on the kick.
Wow. You know, McQuaid has a chance here, Kevin, with Aquinas with the injury issues, with 3 timeouts remaining. We are far from over here tonight.
No question. No question. And they've been hanging around. Aquinas has had chances to kind of distance themselves in this game, and it just has not come to fruition. As you see the scoring summary for McQuaid, 12 plays, 52 yards. Lanahan with the 1-yard plunge. A Families Thrive scoring summary here on Friday Night Rivals.
So Lanahan punching it in from 1 yard out. And I know it didn't look good for Caleb Smith when he was hobbling off, but if that was indeed a cramping issue, could they perhaps get him back out on the field? You know, and when the temperature's at 70, Kevin, it's not crazy to do that tonight.
They would do it if it wasn't, I'm sure.
It's, well, we'll do this all over again. The BF&R fence kickoff, and I don't think you would want to be trying anything onside here.
No. I mean, again, you've got the 3 timeouts, 4:50 on the clock, and, you know, do you think Chris Battaglia, if he needs a first down, is going to put it in the air? I don't know. I think you're going to see a lot of Robert Carter and maybe C.J. Flaherty. We saw him on the last drive, but McQuaid knows. You know, maybe you catch him at some point to get a stop when you need it, and they've gotten a few tonight.
Well, and I think back to Aquinas, the 2 interceptions thrown. You had Meyer with the interception. You have Erdman with the interception. Either one of those plays, like you take them away and then you're winding clock and maybe you're not in this situation. Colin Forkey is the kicker, making the sign of the cross, and Forkey to let this one go. BF&R fence kickoff, and you know, just put it in the end zone. Don't take any time off the clock. And now for McQuaid, Kevin, they're 0-4 on the season. They haven't been this close in any game. Here is your opportunity against your rival. You got to get that ball back.
And you have experience. You know, there's guys on this team, even though they're 0-4 this year, that have experienced some great things, winning championships, winning football, and this is a different experience for this team. They told us this week, uncharted territory, being 0-4, but the experience is there. They know how to win these close games, and we've seen it. I know a lot of those guys that led this team to those 5 sectional titles are gone now, but there is still some experience left over, and they remember how to win.
Carter out of the shotgun. Colin Flaherty will get the call. Flaherty between the tackles, and there is not much there. And for now, McQuaid will not use their timeouts. It's 24. Dominic Bianchi in on the stop. Now, if you're Aquinas, there's 20 seconds remaining on the play clock. See if they bring it down here. They can snap it at about 4:05 if they choose. Carter looking back. Takes the snap, and once again, Flaherty coming ahead. That pile moving, and he gets it up to the 30. That's close to a first down. That's huge for the Little Irish. Indeed, Cummings home power generating that first down.
Oh, a determined run once again. His second of the night that we've seen, and he just lowers his head and drags the McQuaid defenders close to the first down, Gene.
Oh,
they actually give it to him. First down, Aquinas.
Well, this game is going to rest on the shoulders of number 11, you would figure. Can the Little Irish close this one out? A new set of downs. The snap, the handoff to Flaherty, gets hit in the backfield. Flying in there was Dominic Bianchi to slow him up. And more time now to come off the clock. Joe DeMarco will check in a substitution there for the Knights. And this will bring us under 3 minutes to go. Carr out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Flaherty getting the call. Flaherty's got some room. Flaherty cutting it up. Flaherty across the 40. He's close. They mark him down to the 41. I've yet to see there. It looks like it's about a half-yard shy, Kevin.
And McQuaid calling their first timeout. As they face a big third down and about one.
This has been a physical game tonight for sure. As for the Knights, that's Darkwin Wyndham, number 21. Well, it's going to be power against power, Kevin, as Wyndham will off the field. Jeffrey Logan on crutches. Caleb Smith not available now for Aquinas.
And C.J. Flaherty has answered the call so far here tonight. Next man up, and he has delivered, and we'll see if he or someone else steps up here on a big 3rd and 1.
They are playing a safety up high here, Kevin, so can Aquinas pick up this first down? Carter takes the snap, going back to Flaherty. Flaherty going ahead, and timeout called by McQuaid. Now, the official from the far side where he's marking it, Kevin, that looks like it could be close, but let's wait for the official spot.
I think they're short.
They're short again. All right, 4th down. If I'm Aquinas, I go for this, Kevin.
End the game.
End the game right here.
Yeah, McQuaid down to 1 timeout remaining, 2:24 to go.
Yeah, if you get this, you can't wind it all the way down, but that would pretty much do it. Just with the 1 timeout.
And what does Aquinas do? Obviously, you want to keep it on the ground. You don't want a turnover here. That leads to points for McQuaid. You want to pick up this first down, but is it Carter? Is it Flaherty? Or is it someone else that emerges as the hero here?
Well, we have seen how many exciting finishes for Aquinas McQuaid. It was a few years ago on Friday Night Rivals that Aquinas went for 2 and the win at the end, and instead McQuaid held on.
This is the first game here on the McQuaid campus between these two teams in quite some time, and it's been a good one.
Everybody making noise here. The home crowd trying to cheer on their team. 4th down, the handoff to Flaherty. Flaherty gets the first down. The ball comes out, and the official is right there to say down by contact. Cummings Home Power generating that first down for the Little Irish. Kevin, let's see. Was that ball out?
He is down.
He is down. He is down. The turf causes it. That is an excellent call by the officials. And that will be the final timeout called by the Knights. As we have the timeout on the field. There's been so many great plays tonight. Let's take a look at our school bus stop of the game.
This is the school bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
It's going to be DJ Barkley. He had 2 of these, but this was back in the first half. Barkley, number 21, gets the ball back for the Irish on downs. That's our stop of the game.
This is the school bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
Kevin Roche making his way down to the field, as if Aquinas indeed holds on, we will have that Friday Night Rivals trophy presentation. And for the Little Irish, I mean, this would put them at 3-2 on the season, right in the mix in Class AA. This ball is going to stay on the ground here. Not ready yet for the victory formation. It's going to be Flaherty. Flaherty, big gaping hole. He brings it into McQuaid territory. He'll be just short of the marker. A gain of 9. The Aquinas fans beginning to make some noise. 27 remaining on the play clock. So you could snap this at about 1:30. One more first down, that will do it. And why not give it to Flaherty once again? No safety back there for McQuaid. The handoff going to Flaherty. Flaherty muscling his way. He's going to be short. Problem for McQuaid is they are out of timeouts. 39 seconds, and this would bring us well below a minute before we get to the snap of the next ball on third down. Forward progress is going to mark it 3rd and 1. As there you see the fans donned in the maroon and white of the Little Irish on the road here tonight. Under a minute to go. Play clock at 3, 2, snap. Flaherty gets it. Flaherty diving ahead. And the progress is made for a first down. Cummings Home Power generating the first down. And Aquinas can now take a knee. The Little Irish down 2 of their best players tonight. Jeffrey Logan and Caleb Smith are going to hang on. Carter takes a knee. And that's it. What a battle here tonight. Aquinas, 21 first half points, the last being a pick six. And there you see the great sportsmanship. These two programs with great respect for one another. And Aquinas takes the latest round of this long, storied rivalry. Our final score tonight from McQuaid, Little Irish over the Knights, 21-14. We'll have our post-game show coming your way next. It's the law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by CW Rochester here on Channel 16, CW Rochester.
Hi, welcome to Ide Volkswagen. I'm in great hands when the Ide family of dealerships has my car in for service. I can kick back and relax with some amazing coffee and new friends, knowing their expertise will be honest, reliable, and fast. The best part is, it's totally tailored to me and my ride. I'm lucky to have Ide right here in my hometown. Thank you! And I wouldn't dream of going anywhere else. It's all about you at Ide VW Service.
Winter weather will be here before you know it. Is your home ready? Get your next home exterior project done now with no payments until 2027. Take advantage of this limited time financing to protect your home before the snow and ice set in. Our trusted team delivers industry-leading craftsmanship backed by a top-tier warranty and hundreds of 5-star reviews from homeowners across Western New York. Get peace of mind before the cold months set in. When quality counts, call proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Your home, your sanctuary, protected with the perfect fence. At BF&R Fence, we specialize in high-quality commercial and residential fencing that enhances the beauty and security of your landscaping. Whether it's privacy, safety, or simply adding curb appeal, we've got you covered. Durable, custom-built, and designed to last. Give your property an uplifting makeover with BF&R Fence. Contact us today for your free estimate. Your home and business deserve the best. Every child deserves a safe, loving home. At Families Thrive, we connect children with the foster and adoptive families who can change their lives forever. On November 1st, join us for the Families Thrive Gala. Together, we'll celebrate the power of family and raise critical funds to support children in need. Get your tickets, make a donation, and help every child find their forever home. Because when families thrive, children thrive.
This week, the action heats up on CW Sports Saturday with an ACC battle when Wake Forest takes on Virginia Tech. Then, buckle up for the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. Let's go! Where the drivers have one last chance to move on or be left behind.
Every second counts.
And finish the night with the ride of your life on the PBR Team Series. CW Sports Saturday
on CW Rochester.
Really was one of our games of the year. Aquinas winning 21-14, a game with so many big plays. You had the Jeffrey Logan 84-yard touchdown run, that being his second of the game. You had the Brody Lennox pick six to make our score 21-7. And before we have our Friday Night Rivals trophy presentation,
Aquinas class of 43.
Send it over to our public address announcer, Sean Mullen, here.
This trophy, the Father John Honorata Trophy, to be given to the winner of the annual Aquinas-McQuaid football game. The trophy was to honor a priest who made a difference in Al's life while attending the Aquinas Institute. The trophy is a symbol of one man's belief in tradition and excellence and the true value of a Catholic education. A value that Al and Lucy took serious as they sent their 4 boys to Aquinas and their 4 girls to Nazareth. The trophy has become a yearly tradition honoring 2 Catholic high schools and the values that they embody. Just now, the coaches from each team have selected an MVP from each team. These players will receive the Joseph Award in memory of Al and Lucy Joseph. A donation will be made in each player's name to the School of the Holy Childhood. Their names will appear on a plaque which honors these players that is prominently displayed at the school. The MVP from McQuaid Jesuit, number 2, Thomas Bailey. The MVP from Aquinas, number 11, CJ Flaherty. I now invite the Aquinas captains to come and collect the Father John Honorado Game Challenge Trophy to be taken back to Dewey Avenue. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our post-game ceremony. We thank you for attending. Enjoy your weekend.
That trophy, how many times has that been handed off? This was the 61st meeting between these two schools in the regular season. As they now take it all the way back, as I mentioned, to Dewey Avenue, where that will reside. Aquinas moving to 3-2 on the season, and for McQuaid, they were right in this. A building block for sure. Does not go the Knights' way. They fall to 0-5 on the season. Maybe this is photo time. Everybody running out here a little bit. Kevin Roche. Yeah, of course, the big trophy, that's the one they're playing for tonight. But we send it downstairs to Kevin. Kevin?
All right, Gene, thanks so much here with Chris Battaglia, the head coach of Aquinas, and the victorious Little Irish, 21-14 over McQuaid. And, Coach, I've got to ask you, you lose two of your best players in Logan and Smith there throughout this game, but others stepped up and answered, including C.J. Flaherty. What does it say about the resilience of this program?
Go ahead, Derek. Listen, this program, these kids, they work so hard every week. All of them work hard, and they're just tough, hard-nosed kids that want to play football every week. And they came out tonight, and they did it.
Derek Yannicino also joining us here on Post Game Live. And Coach, we know this game means more. Both teams talked to him this week, and we know how much it means. The 61st edition here tonight. What does it mean to finally bring this trophy, the Father John Oronado Trophy, back to Dewey Ave?
Oh, it means a lot. It means a lot to the school. It means a lot to the community. It means a lot to the people in our dungeon, in our room. You know, and this is what the goal was, and we were able to accomplish it. You know, you play this game, the records don't matter. None of that stuff matters. It was a hard-fought game. Kudos to them for playing as well as they did. You know, and we just came out on top.
You talked about it with us a couple weeks ago before the Rush Henrietta game. You just want to see this team get better each and every week. Now through 5 weeks, where's this team at?
Still improving, still a lot of work to be done.
Well, you have Hilton at home next week. Best of luck there. I want to present you. I know it's a little smaller than the Father John Trophy, but the Friday Night Rivals Week 5 Championship Trophy, the Aquinas Institute. Gene?
Thank you, Kevin. Thanks, Kevin, as we take one final look here. And next week, it's HFL Monroe. How about that? Going down Honeoye Falls, Lima. I hope you can join us Friday night, October the 10th, as the Section 5 season flying right by. All of us would like to thank all of our sponsors tonight. Cleveland Law Offices of William Attar, Bob Johnson Automotive Group, Stellar Roofing, along with the Vinyl Outlet, Cummings Generator, John Wright Law Firm, BF&R Fence, Tim Hortons, Families Thrive, the Ide Family of Dealerships, American Custom Exteriors and Interiors Touchdown, and, of course, Clown the Plumber, and the Allendale Columbia School. We want to thank you for watching here tonight. This thriller, Aquinas with the big plays tonight, winning the rivalry game 21-14, your final score. For the entire team here, our director Eric Carpy, for my broadcast partner Kevin Roche, my name is Gene Battaglia. Talk to you next week at HFL. Have a good night, everyone.
Hey Don, did you know that when a contractor offers you special financing, you're actually paying a fee for that?
I did not realize that.
And that fee actually gets added to your project cost.
All right, so what about these special offers and discounts? Are they for real?
What do you think, Don? At American, we're upfront about your financing options, and we don't play games with deceptive discounts.
Now that sounds good to me.